For local news for Jax is looking into concerns about safety at UF Health after a woman was carjacked at gunpoint in broad daylight.
When you have a gun pointed to your head, there's not really much you can do. You just hope that there's more than just a JSO officer parked blocks away.
That's the voice of a man who wants to stay anonymous. His wife works at UF Health at the main campus in Jacksonville, and he fears the hospital will retaliate against her because he's speaking out on her behalf and for her co-workers who have mentioned safety concerns. News for Jax reporter Eric Avigny joining us live from UF Health, the parking lot, to explain. Eric?
Well, imagine pulling into this hospital parking lot and being carjacked at gunpoint. Well, one woman doesn't have to imagine it because it happened to her in broad daylight yesterday morning. We also learned of other recent reported incidents that have occurred within 1,000 feet of the hospital. It was here in the U parking lot used by UF Health employees where a woman was carjacked at gunpoint. It happened Monday morning just before 8:30. The victim described her carjacker as a man with facial tattoos who stole her SUV and her cell phone. The man was later identified by police as 27-year-old Edward Colton, a convicted felon who was recently released from prison after he was convicted of attempted carjacking and grand theft auto. Hours after the reported carjacking in this UF Health parking lot, Colton was captured during a traffic stop. The UF Jacksonville alert system issued this message to UF Health employees to let them know what happened. A husband of a UF Health employee who asked to remain anonymous provided us a copy of the alert. Well, what is your concern when it comes to your wife's safety and the safety of many of her co-workers?
It's frightening. We knew it was something that was happening and could happen with that area, but for it to actually happen in broad daylight like that is pretty alarming and disheartening.
The best thing you can do is comply.
News for Jax crime and safety analyst Tom Hackney is a retired JSO director of investigations. He says if you're being held at gunpoint during a carjacking, it's better to comply with the carjacker's demand, but also take a mental note of the carjacker's description.
You know, they're wearing a hat. What's her hair look like? What's her face look like? What kind of clothes are they wearing? What kind of shoes do they have? What do they say to you? That's the kind of information that law enforcement needs.
The Monday morning carjacking in broad daylight was not the first time something has happened within close proximity of the UF Health campus since the beginning of the year. According to this JSO crime map, which was adjusted to only show reported assaults, robberies, and burglaries within 1,000 feet of the hospital, in addition to yesterday's carjacking, there have been 2 armed burglaries, a burglary involving an assault, 2 vehicles stolen, and 15 assault and batteries. Some of those assaults were on first responders and security personnel. Hackney says crime in this area has been an ongoing problem for decades.
That's such a large area of folks parking, and some of their lots are isolated, so this is nothing new, unfortunately. You know, Shands really, I think over the years has done what they can to beef up their security, but unfortunately it is what it is.
As for the husband of the UF Health employee who reached out to us, he says his wife and her co-workers have held discussions about their safety.
Her and everyone she knows are very scared because they have to again park blocks away and walk on the outside, and all the parking lots that they do have are not, they're gated, but they're open. And again, they're not close to anything. You have to park blocks away and walk. And so the risk is there every day, and they all know it.
Now, our crime and safety analyst says one way to remain safe if you have to walk from the hospital to a lot like this one is Lot U, he says, is to do it in groups, especially if you can walk with co-workers in a group, because he says in that kind of a setting, there's safety in numbers. Reporting live from outside UF Health, Eric Avigny, Channel 4, the local station.
Eric, what is UF Health saying about these concerns?
Well, a spokesperson for UF Health contacted our news desk and said that there would be no comment and that we would have to direct our questions to JSO. So I reached out to JSO. JSO says that because UF Health is a private facility, they would have to speak about their safety concerns. But the spokesperson for JSO also said that JSO officers have a really good relationship with UF Health and would be willing to help them with their safety concerns. One other note, I'd want to point this out too. Within the last couple of hours, we have spoken off camera with a UF Health nurse as well as a student that's here as well. And they both have told us of other concerns that are similar to what has transpired in this lot. So there is some things that we're still looking into, and we hope to have more of this information sometime tomorrow. Reporting live, Eric Avignon, Channel 4, the local station.
Eric, thank you.